Where is the Portugal citizenship law? It is buried. Where is that law? There is no conversation in social media. Why YouTubers are not talking about 5 year citizenship law? They were making noise that 5 year now after file log, after expression of interest, you will stay in Portugal for 5 years and you will deposit your passport application. Meantime of TRC will count right from file log. Your time in Portugal will count and you will be able to deposit passport application exactly after file log 5 years. But now all YouTubers are silent. They are not recording any session. Even people are asking questions in their comments. They are not responding. Why they are not responding? What happened? If there is bad news, why they are not giving bad news? If there is good news, why they are not giving good news? Even new government came. What is the plan of new government? When law is approved, why practically it is not possible? Why people are telling that we are going to IRN office and we are telling that 5 year citizenship law is the part of Portugal's law, and why you people are not following and why you are not taking application after 5 years? IRN straightforward refusing. No, we will take application after TRC card. We will not take application after file lock. When these people are asking question that law is approved, president approved law, now final implementation section, it was actually made in Portugal's law booklet on March 2023. It is added now. This is the part of the law. When Portugal's law consists of 5 year citizenship law, why you are not going to implement? They had no answer. If you will insist, they will say only one thing, that our software is not updated. When you will speak much in detail, they will tell you that our government is not allowing to do this. To do this mean our government did not allow us to take application after file lock. When you will ask once again why you are not taking application after file lock, when Portugal's law, this is law mean nobody can deviate from the law. You can go to the court if you will not follow the rules of Portugal's law. This is law. If you have to cancel law, that's something else. They will respond, this law, this word is important, is implementation section. Until it will not implement, until it will not implement, we can hold this law. Government hold this law. So this is the status of 5 year citizenship law. And now I will give you my analysis, my opinion, all details. Keep watching this clip till end so that you will be able to understand psychology of 5 year citizenship law. What is actual scenario? Technically, we have to understand the law of Portugal. Portugal's law, first of all, it is discussed in Parliament House. This is the first step. In Parliament House, when Parliament members think this is very important, and when this law is approved from Parliament members, mean more voting in favor of law, less voting against law, then this law is approved from the Parliament House. This is the first step. This first step has been cleared, and we were announcing, and all YouTubers. I will also tell you why the YouTubers are silent. I will also tell you why government is silent. I will also tell you why AIMA is silent. I will also tell you why IRN office is silent. These are details I will give you. Then what happened next? This law went to the president of Portugal. We know, you know, I know. I recorded clip. President was little confused. He was saying that is this law according to Justice Department of Portugal? Mean this is according to justice, according to law. Might be it is against law. I am not completely satisfied. So he was in transitional phase, and he sent this law to the Justice Department of Portugal, which consists of lawyers and judges, and to review the law. Please review this law. If you think this law is applicable by all way, and there is no any hurdles in law to approve this law, then you please forward to me. So for checking, for review, president has complete right to send this law to the lawyers, because president is not lawyer, president is not judge. So he has to see legal reasoning, logic behind this law. So he wanted to check. Later on, he sent this law to the lawyers. Now, lawyers assessed this law. After assessing the law, lawyers think yes, 100% this law is applicable. There is no any hurdle. After file law, if any person stay in Portugal, he can give application of the passport. There is no any clash within the laws of the Portugal. So because they studied their law degree and they studied actually Portugal's law during their professional qualification. Now they sent back to president. President say, okay, that's fine, because if you have no any type of resistance and you think that there is no any problem in law, so definitely I will sign. President approved 5-year citizenship law. Actual story start from here. When any president signed anything, law, that law is 100% applicable in that country. There is no any hurdle. Now technically, IRN must take application after 5 years of the file log, and when people are going, they must not refuse according to Portugal's law. But one last point of Portugal's law, it also technically like you can say that is also a pricking, and implementation mean practically it is circulated in the country. Practically mean when you will go to IRN will be happy. He will say to you that yes, after 5 years we are taking application. This law will be published in the books. This law will be elsewhere. This law is published in the notebook of Portugal's law as well, but on March 2023. But implementation section mean finally government sign a paper of implementation section. Implementation section mean after publishing in the notebook of Portugal's law, that published on the March 2024. I am telling March 2024. Until that, we are waiting when government will sign, that when this law will implement practically. This is the last step of any law in Portugal, mean implementation section. Implementation section, government can do sign today in just 1 minute, and government can delay for up to 3 months. Why I am confused? Because government is not signing this law, and almost 3 months more gone, and they are little a bit anti Portugal's law as well, because now they are deviating from Portugal's law because they need to sign this implementation section. I had 2 points in my mind. Portugal government don't want to implement this law. If the government wanted to implement this law, government signed simply and tell, and in the media, in the website, now the migrants after file law will apply passport exactly after 5 years. Now this law is publicly available and will be sent to IRN a notice that you have to take application after the file law. But government did not do this thing. Government on hold. Now another question arises. If government is against this law, why government is not telling that we are against 5-year citizenship law, when you people cannot apply after 5 years, migrants will reduce the time, and migrants will not be allowed to get the passport after the 5 years. We are against migrants, we are anti-migrants, and this law is in favor of migrants. We don't favor this law. You will be asking why government is not giving statement in the media. Government legally cannot give statement about this law. When government will state anything against this law, it means Justice Department, lawyers, courts can do cases against them. Reason is that because this is the law. You can't speak against the law. You got my point. The third point, which is also most important, that why Portugal's government is not signing. It's delaying, so that because they don't want, might be delaying. This is my rumor, might be delaying. Why government what government is thinking now? I have 2 options in my mind further. Might be they are going to change this law in the future, and that is a laborious work. They will discuss in Parliament House. They will make another law that will be approved. that will be found by the president, that will be sent to the president. President will sign or not. I don't think president will sign, because first law was signed by the president, and he will may not sign, and he may not sign that law again. He will say, I had already signed this law, why I will against my law which I approved? So this is also very pricking question. Third one, might be government is in favor of 5-year citizenship law, but it's delaying, and they want that when genuine migrants will be filtered, then we will allow this law in Portugal. Might be, this may be the option. But overall scenario is that 5-year citizenship law now currently is available in Portugal books, is available in Portugal Justice Department, is available in President Law's book, is available in the Parliament books. And if any question will be given in the schools and colleges and universities of laws in Portugal, this law is the part, and everybody will write this law is the 5-year, after 5 years the migrants are allowed to get the passport. But practically, when you will go to the IRN department which issue the passport, they will straightforward tell, after TRC card your time will count. So it is a contradiction. And theoretically this law is valid, practically it is not valid. Is there any option that this law theoretically also in IRN must be valid? In any case now in these days, yes, you can do. You can fight case, you can hire a lawyer will tell to the IRN, you can go to the court as well, and you can refer this Portugal's law. You can easily win this case, and they will say, yes, you must take migrants application after 5 law, because this law was approved by president. Now opposition party in this case is AIMA, IRN or government, they will tell that this law is not implemented. But in case of lawyers, the lawyers can justify that there are some examples when law is approved, even this is not implemented by implementation section, which they can give justification, the government deliberately is delaying, therefore this law must be valid for this applicant. And this is one example. One applicant deposited his application after 5 law, and after exactly 5 years he was able to file his application of the passport. Thank you very much.